Hello Ananda. Yesterday we have completed the control statements. Today we can start with the arrays. In C programming language provides a data structure called the array. Means list of items. If you want to store, means we are going to be using the arrays. Suppose we are going to be declaring a one variable. How to declare a variable in C language? Normally we are going to be using the data type. How to declare the variables? First we are going to be using the data type, then variable name, and assignment operator we are going to be using to assign a value we are going to be assigning. See here, by using this statement, here we are going to be assigning how many values? Only single value with the type of integer. Suppose int a equal to 10 we have given. What is the value? Single value we are going to be storing on eighth location, and type will be integer type. Suppose we need to store the same variable name we need to use, and list of items 10, 20, 30 like that we need to store. Same type of data, same type with different values. If you want to store, means we need to use the C arrays. That is the use of the arrays. What is an array? By using arrays, we can store the list of items by using the same variable name with same memory location. That is called arrays. First we can see the definition of the C arrays. C programming language provides a data structure called the array, which can be stored the fixed size sequential collection of elements. Means here we are going to be collecting the which type of data? Same type of data in sequential order. Same type we are going to be using, and collection will be in sequential order. An array is used to store a collection of data, but it is often more useful to think of an array as a collection of variables of the same type. Instead of declaring individual variables such as a number 1, number 2, instead of declaring individual variables such as number 1, number 2 like that, you declare array variable. Means by declaring array variable, such numbers are stored, number 1, number 0, number 1 like that we are going to be storing. To represent individual variables, a specific element an array is accessed by an index. Means by using that arrays, single variable name we are going to be using, we can store the 0 to 99 numbers at the same location, and with different values we are going to be storing. See here, number 1, number 2, number 3 like that we are going to be storing in the single variable name. That is the use of the arrays. First, all arrays consist of a continuous memory location. Means it should be continuous memory location. The lowest address, the corresponding to the first element, means lowest address. Whenever we are going to be declaring the arrays, in how the memory will be allocated? Memory will be indicated by the indexing numbers. Indexing number will be started where onwards? 0 onwards, and size minus 1 we are going to be using. Means suppose we are going to be storing the 99 numbers in our program. It should be started where onwards? 0 onwards, and it should be end with the 99th location. It should be stored the last value. That is the arrays introduction. Now we can see the how to declare the array. Whenever we need to declare the array, normally variables how to declare? First use the data type, then use the variable name, then we are going to be using the assignment operator to assign a value. Same procedure we need to follow. Only one difference is there. What is the difference? We can see one by one. First we need to declare the array. How to declare the array? We can see. To declare an array in C, programmer specifies the type of the element and the number of elements required to an array as follows. Means to declare an array in C, the programmer specifies the type of elements and the number of elements required to an array as follows. How to declare the arrays? First use the type, which type of data we are going to be storing. The type here we need to specify, then use the array name, then specify the size. Means how many elements we are going to be storing with a similar type, that size we need to specify here. This is the declaration of the array. How to declare the array? First use the type, array name, then size of the array. This is called single dimensional array. Whenever we are going to be declaring arrays, we can use the single dimensional, two dimensional array and multi-dimensional array. If you are using only one subscripted value, this is called subscripted value. This subscripted value will be increasing, means it should be increased by the types of arrays. Here we are going to be using one dimensional array, only one subscripted value. First we can see the single dimensional array. This is called a single dimensional array. The array size must be an integer constant, means here we are going to be specifying the size of the array. It should be in integer constant, means number format, like that 10, 20, 5, like that we need to specify. An integer array constant greater than 0, means here we need to use the greater than 0, and type can be valid. Which type of data we are going to be using here? That should be valid in the C language data type, means int, float, like that we are going to be using. For example, to declare a 10 elements of array is called balance of the double. Use this statement. How to declare? We are going to be using the type of the array will be type of the array. Which type we are going to be using? Double. Array name will be balance. Then what is the size of the array? 10. This now the balance is available array which is sufficient to hold 10 double numbers, means it should be holding the size of the array will be how much? 10, means it should be holding the 10 numbers, means 10 customer numbers we are going to be holding the balance. That is the meaning here. Next, initializing an array. After declaring an array, we need to initialize the values. Normally, variables, after declaring how to initialize the value by using assignment operator, we are going to be initializing. Here also we need to initialize the values by using assignment operator only. Then we need to use the curly braces. We are going to be assigning the values more than one, means we need to separate it by the commas. First we can see the how to declare. You can initialize an array in C either one by one using a single statement as follows. Means we can declare one by one also, by using single statement also we can declare. Double, balance, 5 is the size, then use the assignment operator, then open the curly brace, then we are going to be adding the elements 1000, 2.0, 3.4, 7.0, 50.0. Each and every element will be separated by the commas. The number of values between the curly braces cannot be an integer value. The number of elements have to declare for an array between the square brackets, means number of arrays will be declaring the square brackets. In the curly braces we are going to be generating the list. If you omit the size of the array, if you are omitting the size of the array, an array just being enough to hold the initialization is created, means suppose we are not going to be specifying any size in the array. At that time, it should be hold the initialization created before you write. This is about the arrays initialization. Next, accessing an array. How to access the arrays? By using indexing numbers. Indexing numbers will be started where onwards? 0 onwards, and end with the size -1. So in the above example we have declared the size will be 5, means indexing number will be started where onwards? 0. 0th location 1000 will be stored, first location 2, the second location 3.4, third location 7.0, fourth location 50.0, means size -1. What is the size in here? 5 minus 1. This formula will be applied and we need to store the values. Then we need to access the elements of the array. How to access? By using indexing numbers. And elements is accessed by the indexing an array name. This is done by placing the index of the element within the square brackets after the name of the array. Means first we need to specify the name of the array. Within the square brackets we need to specify the size. Which element we are going to be accessing. That location we need to specify. That particular element only we are going to be accessing. This is the accessing an array. In the next class we can see the arrays in detail. Means multi-dimensional array, single dimensional array, and also we need to passing an array to functions also we can see later on. Today's introduction part is completed. Thank you, Varuna.